we have something very exciting to talk about today. Yeah, so I found something very interesting, and I didn't think I would ever be interested enough to pick one up. I'll get into that in a bit. But I've no idea what I'm going to title or thumbnail this video. I'm assuming it's probably going to have to do with the item at hand. More than likely is. Probably, because I'm actually very excited to actually add this to my collection. I'm just going to get into this, and then I'll get into explanation afterwards, because I don't want to keep people waiting for too long. Bam! Five Nights at Freddy's, or HEX Five Nights at Freddy's, parts and service. I actually really like these a lot. And I got lucky finding this one specifically, when and how I did. And for a very reasonable price as well. That being said, drawstring bag. It's very, it's very thin, very light. It's not bad, it's just, don't get this or look at this on the website, which the link to the Hex shop will be in the description below if you are interested in picking up any for yourself. Yeah, so if you do get one of these, don't expect, to see this bag and be like, ooh, I can use this for a lot of things. You can use it. It's a pretty good bag. It's just very thin. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a whole lot of confidence, if I can grab this. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this. The little, oopsie doopsie. The cordage, because it's not really glued or adhered to itself, it's just kind of knotted. Of course, you can easily remedy that yourself, but the fact that it's not, and can easily untie itself, and, with this bag being the way that it is, I mean, you could use it for things, most certainly, just, don't expect the entire world. Also, I really need to remove that. I'm just gonna... Ew. Gross. Yeah, it's got Freddy, it's got Bonnie, it's got Foxy, it's got Chica, it's got Cupcake, and it's got pizza! I like pizza. I really do like pizza. Everyone likes pizza. Who doesn't? We're gonna move that aside. Bonnie in this wave is really cute, and I really wish I could have got him. Unfortunately, he's still sold out. Here's the card. If this doesn't give... Oh, that glare. If this doesn't give away the character that I've gotten... Okay, I'll just keep it laid down like this, because that shine is just... blinding. I got Foxy. Like I said, he's not available on the website. I actually picked this up from, well, obviously, someone else. Paid a really good price for it, too. And they were super friendly about it. I like the card itself, I like the back of it. It does have, little line and stitch work, because these are, supposed to be, well, I don't know, it's kind of obvious what they are. I mean, you can tell by the button eyes and stuff. He looks really good. I don't know who does, the illustration for these, but 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Good job. Good job. And I do like that these come in, a plastic, very durable, plastic sheath, or... I mean, card sleeve. They come with these on the website, so obviously when they're shipping everything out in the bag, this isn't going to get, dinged up or, crumpled or ruined or destroyed. For those of you that actually care, they give you these. And I think that's really nice. And if you don't want the card in there, obviously you can see that little slot down there. You can easily put something else in there, like an ID or, well, literally anything you want. And you can hang it off a lanyard. You can just use this, as an ID of sorts. I don't know. Point is, this is really cool, and I'm not gonna flick this because even though it's protected, I really like that. That is dope. And that is dope AF. And then finally, oh Blumpus, we have Foxy, and he has the tag too. The person that sold this to me did keep the tag. It is a little bit goofed up a little bit at the corner, you could see. But in all honesty, that's much better condition than I've seen on a lot of other things. On the website, if you order it, sometimes, with these being, in that bag, folded up, these can get really scrunched up and just absolute DDoS by, shipping and handling. But I got lucky, and I'm so glad that I found this dude. And again, I got him very cheap, despite Hex is not really selling this at the moment. I really hope they restock, because I really want to get my hands on Bonnie and Spring Bonnie. Also, yeah, magnets. Very durable. You can't really tell, but okay. Here, let me give an example. Okay, that was a bad example. Yeah, no, he is just an amazing plush toy. He's really big, too, and I got big hands. He is fantastic. Every little detail. Like, I thought these, you know, glistening, silvery bits would be, like, really cheap and nasty, like, you know, would flake off eventually from the material. No. No, it's pretty good. It is built to last. Especially the teeth, the silver and gold, and how thick they are, and yeah, no, like, you'd really have to try. You'd think the hook would be flimsy too? Nah, that thing is perfectly fine and sturdy and durable, and yes. Also, he's got really nice embroidery on him. Little endoskeleton. I've seen a video where someone said, like, oh, I wish this was, like, you know, gray or black for the interior. It's like, nah, I think the brown is perfect. I think that perfectly accents the interior. Like, yeah, darker color would have been nice, but I kind of like that. I prefer that, honestly. And these are actual, like, you know, that's actual thread that's, like, in him right there. That's not just, like, you know, embroidery or, like, you know, printed on. By the way, I don't think anything is actually printed on this dude. 90% sure. Well, I mean, I'm 100% sure, actually. I don't know why I was, you know. He is adorable. He's also really creepy. Creepy eyes aside, though, he has really good joints. I mean, they're magnets, but they're so good. They're so durable. Like, example, watch, just, you'd have to see to believe. Just move your arm right there, Foxy, for me. Thank you, thank you. It's right here. These are good magnets. Also, for the sake of argument, these do have a QR code on the back, the Parts and Service HEX. If you want to scan that, again, the link to this website will be in the description below, but there you go in case you want to do that instead, to see if that does anything different. I highly doubt it. Yeah, in case I haven't mentioned it, just for the sake of argument, yeah, there's a little bit of a, you know, ding right there, but I'm so lucky that the person I got this from, you know, kept this in very good condition, and I actually got lucky with this in the mail. I've seen reviews for these plush toys where that tag, because it's just, you know, plush toy in the canvas bag, and that canvas bag in, you know, a shipment bag, which isn't very thick. And these get all kinds of, like, you know, bent and scrunched and ripped and teared until it's done. Yeah, no, it's a little disheartening and disappointing, but, you know, this is really... Oh, I'm a collector. I love having the tags and what have you, and if it doesn't have it, I'm willing to bite the bullet if it's something I want, which is usually if I don't have it, I'm gonna want it. So, yeah. I'm very excited to add him to my collection of, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's plush toys. So I suppose I should give the little rundown as to how I came across this little goofy goober. So I was scrolling through YouTube, as you do, looking at other FNAF plush channels, as you do. You know, because watching other people do, you know, videos and have fun usually perks me up, gives me inspiration to start, you know, recording and, you know, making a script, and, well, most of them aren't really scripted, but I usually have some jokes and a generalized concept in mind that I do jot down sometimes. That being said, I found a channel, and he was just, you know, messing around with these, jostling them around. I'm like, I've seen these before, but I've never actually picked one up for myself. And just watching that made me want to go out and find one. But Hex was out. So I scoured the internet until I found someone that was, you know, they just didn't really want this anymore. Doesn't really matter the reason why. Long story short, yeah, no, they sold it to me, and I'm so glad that they did, because, again, he's amazing. Link to that channel will be in the description as well, if you want to check them out. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. It's actually really funny. I do plan to get more of these in the future. I actually do have, like, a couple more lined up that I got my eye on. Oh, I can't wait to get them. And, yeah, no, this is one of the 3 items that is very special. It's like, I've been wanting to collect, you know, more stuff that I don't have, and now I have this. I remember when Springtrap was shown off, especially the prototype of him. Other than that, I digress. He's a great plush toy. If you can find any of these, get them. Link to the site in the description below. I can't stress it enough. They're amazing. That being said, thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day. This is mine now.